You or someone you know has been denied services under a Medicare Advantage plan. Is there anything that could be done? Well, today I want to go over the appeals process with you. And if you don't know who I am, my name's Philip McGee. I'm a physical therapist who's board certified in geriatrics, and I work full time in utilization review. I know firsthand, as both a clinician and as someone working in utilization review, there are a lot of complexities to going through the appeals process, and it can be confusing and overwhelming. And my goal is for both members and clinicians to better understand the process of appealing a denial. Now, I'll first start with the story. This is the first time that I ever went through the appeals process with a member, and I had actually been a physical therapist for 13 years, and I was working in home health, and this member had a Medicare Advantage plan. After evaluating them, I requested 12 visits. After the third visit, I found out that the member received a letter that they were going to deny 8 of those visits. So the next visit, unless appealed, was going to be the last visit. And so I highly recommended that they appeal it, and they fortunately were able to get all 12 visits because in that level 1 appeal, it was overturned. And that isn't always the case, but I want to be able to help both members and clinicians know how to advocate for a denial that they feel was incorrect, that it should have been approved. We'll first start with the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services website. They have the appeals process for both Medicare and Medicare Advantage plans. There are a little bit of differences, so today I'm just going to go over Medicare Advantage plans. If you're interested in me going over the process for Medicare, just traditional Medicare, then I can go through that in another video. Just comment down below. So going through the appeals process, there's 5 different levels. That the first level, Medicare Part C, is what the Medicare Advantage plans are. So for Medicare Part C, it first goes to the Medicare Advantage plan, then goes to an independent review entity if the denial from the first level is upheld, and then it can go to a 3rd level, 4th level, 5th level, and we'll go through all of those. This is the official booklet that the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid have for the appeals process. And if you go to page 3, I'll just type that in. There's the table of contents. It goes through the original Medicare denial and how to appeal, the Medicare health plan, and also covers Medicare drug plans. So original Medicare, that's parts A and B. Medicare health plan is part C, and Medicare drug plan is part D. And click on section 3. It talks about Medicare Advantage plans, which basically it's just Medicare that's run by private companies. It's typically the large insurance companies, and you're still under Medicare, but it's managed by the private insurance. If wanting to appeal, the first step is going to be filing a level 1 appeal, a reconsideration from the health plan. Now, that can be done if you scroll down. You'll see that the member, a representative of the member, or the doctor files the appeal, and that can be either a standard appeal or a fast appeal. If you're more of a visual person, I think this flowchart is very helpful. This is going through the Medicare Part C appeals process. Now, to try to better understand this, each of these lines are the levels of a determination, and every time, for the exception of a 2nd level of appeal, which is automatic, you have 60 days to file the appeal, whether that's the 1st level of appeal and then needing to go to a 3rd level of appeal and 4th level, and then finally 5th level. Hopefully you never have to go to that point. The difference between a standard and expedited process is that expedited is saying that the member's life or the member's ability to regain function are going to be significantly impaired if going with the standard process. For the standard process, they have up to 30 days to make a determination of whether going to uphold the denial or going to overturn the denial. If it's an expedited, they need to make a determination within 72 hours. If the denial is overturned and you're approved, then you're done. You don't have any more levels to go. But if they uphold that denial, it goes to a second level of appeal. From there, the independent review entity is going to have to make a determination within 72 hours, or if it's a standard process, again, 30 days. If they overturn that appeal, you're done. If they still uphold the denial, then you have 60 days to file, and as long as the amount that is in question is over $170, then it goes to an ALJ hearing. The ALJ hearing, that's the administrative law judge, and in that situation, you actually have the ability to give some testimony if you want to. The hearing is usually done by phone or video conference, and from there, they make a determination. To request a hearing, what you have to do is fill out the request for administrative law judge hearing or review dismissal. That form is OMHA-100, and you can click on the link from the booklet. If you want the level 3 appeal to just go based on the information in the record as opposed to you being able to give a statement, you do have that right. You can fill out a waiver of right to an administrative law judge hearing. The fourth level of appeals, again, there's 60 days to file, and that goes through the Medicare Appeals Council, and they don't have a time limit for processing that. To request the fourth level of appeal, you need to fill out form DAB-101, and they have a copy that you can click the hyperlink, and you need to fill that out. You can also call 1-800-MEDICARE and ask for a copy. The final level of appeal is to go to a federal district court. In this situation, you have to have an amount that's greater than $1,670 in order to perform that appeal. In order to do the fifth level of appeal, you just follow the directions that are in the decision letter that comes from the level 4 appeal. So now you have 3 resources. If you're more of a visual person, you have this flowchart. If you want to use the official government booklet, there are links that are in the different pages. If you need different forms, I highly recommend that. Also, on the Health and Human Services website, you can click the link for each level, and you can click on Part C appeals, and that will tell you all that you need to know on how to go through the appeals process. I know it is a lot of information to take in. Hopefully, for your sake, you only have to do a level 1 appeal. Whether you're a member of a Medicare Advantage plan or you're a clinician treating someone with a Medicare Advantage plan, I hope that you now have a better understanding of going through the appeals process and being able to advocate for yourself or advocate for a member if you're a clinician. And if you are a clinician who's interested in going into utilization review, I do have a course called Nonclinical Utilization Review. I'll put the link down in the description. Please like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. If you are interested in having me go over the appeals process for traditional Medicare, please comment down below, and I hope to see you in the next video.